We ready to go live? Oh, there we go.
Hello, good morning. We're back.
Did you
It's
miss us?
It's Terri,
It's Diana.
and this is our weekly broadcast time with Terri and Diana. And it is the 12th of July, the day after my birthday, and it was a lovely day. My parents surprised me. Of course, they came up from Florida because my niece is getting married in September. So they came up for the summer. They came up early to spend the summer.
Nice.
And I saw them the weekend before 4th of July. I had driven over there and had seen them because I hadn't seen them since last August.
Oh, wow.
So I went over to see them and, of course, stopped to see the princess,
Yes.
of course. And then they surprised me by driving over for my birthday.
Oh, that was nice.
So it was a very nice day. PJ and Vicky came over with Emmy because the other kids had other plans going on, and Maddox. So I got to spend the afternoon with my special people.
Oh,
So
nice.
it was a wonderful day, and I got flowers.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you, I may complain about the man, but he has never missed an anniversary, Valentine's Day, or birthday, even when he was in the Gulf.
This is what happens when you forget a birthday. And this is what happens when you forget an anniversary. We hold to diamonds and rubies when he makes a mistake.
Well, we had our 40th wedding anniversary in May, and Larry is very traditional. He tries to go with traditional gifts. So we looked up to see what the gift for a 40th anniversary was, and it happened to be rubies. Well, that's my birthstone. He says, I wasn't buying you any more rubies.
When you forget an anniversary.
Larry,
love the man dearly.
He managed to find a way to get me. I always get red roses. They're my favorite flower. Mm-hmm. And he always manages to get me at least a dozen red roses for my birthday, even from the middle of downtown Mogadishu in Africa. He managed to get me flowers for my birthday. So
he remembers Mother's Day.
Oh, well, Larry's philosophy on Mother's Day is I'm not your mother.
Mm-hmm. See, Vince doesn't. I'll give you Vince that. And
I'll
show you what Vince...
I'm not like that. I'll do some little thing. Although the last few years I haven't been doing anything because the kids are old enough. But
I'll show you what Vince did for Mother's Day this year.
So anyhow, so speaking of the princess, I have to show my little princess. She's going to be 3 months old tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
And she's so cute. She's playing with her hands and she's gooing and cooing and trying to giggle and, and her favorite thing to do is watch the ceiling fan. Oh. She loves to watch the ceiling fan and she just goes bananas. She loves, but Maddox did too. In fact, back when Maddox was a little boy, a baby, so that was about 7 years ago, there was a commercial on TV. It was an M&M commercial that says, say hello to your fans. Remember that commercial? Well, anyhow, we do the same thing. We did that. We'd say to Maddox, say hello to your fans. Well, we'd do the same thing with Miss Ellie Belly. So let's do the check-in. Good morning, Miss Paula. I did have a wonderful birthday. I enjoyed my day, and I am feeling wonderfully refreshed. So all is good. And yes, my princess is just too sweet, and I need to hold her. I just need to hold her. She's just too cute. Good morning, Miss Mickey. Thank you so much for holding down the fort for me. It's much appreciated. And so now I'm back for a while, and that's who's here for now. What's new with you? I did what's new with me.
Vince got a new car.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh my God. I took the car because Vince is going to pick up, the boys need to get picked up early. So he said to me, can we switch cars? My car's bigger.
Oh,
And
okay.
yes, it is my car.
Mm.
It's bigger than, he decided he didn't want a truck. He decided he wanted a new, so he got a new Toyota. I'm going to kill myself in that thing. Oh my God, I'm going to kill myself in that car. That, Vince always says there's a difference between, and you'll know the difference. My car is a heavier car.
Yeah.
His car,
some cars are just built heavier.
I'm telling you,
they have a heavier feel.
Like my car, it's automatic. Everything is automatic in it. Now, you think I'm a bad driver in the Infiniti? You should see me in the Toyota.
That's why I do the driving when we go to Nashville.
I am not. I don't like traffic near me. I hate it when trucks are near me.
We went out on an excursion.
Oh my God. And directions.
And my God, she was so nervous. I mean, she had white knuckles. Just going up to Joanne's.
I don't like I hate traffic. And there was an accident on 787
this morning. Yeah.
Yes. And it was like a parking lot. It took me a half an hour to go from Cohoes, right on the line between Cohoes and Waterville. And it took me exactly a half an hour to get to Menands.
Wow.
It was how backed up and bad it was.
Yeah,
and
I was like, those days.
But let me just tell you, you could literally, for me, it's such a light car that I turn the wheel.
You have to get used to any new car. Every new car has a new feel to it.
And it, for some reason, my foot and that gas pedal just feel comfortable at 80.
Yeah, me too.
And Vince, you didn't hear that. Okay? You didn't hear that when I said. I just happened to think, oh my God, I should have thought of that. Filter, Diane, filter.
A squirrel.
But I'm telling you, I thought it was like little 8:35, and I was just hitting Menands, and I thought I am not going to get here in time. And then I passed the accident.
And of course, all the rubberneckers are looking, which is what holds up traffic.
Luckily, nobody was hurt. You could just tell it was just someone probably slammed their brakes on too fast and smashed into the back of someone's car. So the tow trucks are what held it up. Once I got past that, I got back into the lane that I'm comfortable in, the third lane, and it took me okay, I'm not going to say anything because I'm going to filter. Vince is going to kill me.
No, it's fine.
10 minutes it took me to get here from Menands to up
that's
there.
Not that far.
I zipped up and
that's not that far.
See, I have to pass all the exits for the state workers to get off.
Yeah.
So I find that if I get into the third lane, I can just go straight and everybody
get past all those exits. Yeah,
and because it makes me crazy when people are trying to get in and they have no
and some of these people they cut across 3 lanes to get what they want.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Yep, exactly.
Let's do another check-in. Good morning, Vince. Oh, thank you. And Diana's birthday is on Saturday.
Yes, mine's
Are you
15th.
coming in on Saturday?
Yes, I am. I'm coming in on Saturday.
Excellent.
I even kitted up. That's one of the things, because I didn't bring a book. I brought a bunch of stuff that I kitted up when we were
wow!
And one of them I've designated as a Saturday stitch.
Oh, excellent. Have we got cool stuff for you today? Let's see. Who's next? Hi, Patty. Good morning. Glad you joined us.
Oh, that's
yes, we did. Patty's birthday. And so is Mickey's birthday.
Yes,
and I think there's a couple others. So good morning, Miss Audrey. So happy to have you with us. Hi, Vince.
He knows he's got to start saying hi back to her.
Yes.
I keep reminding him, Vince, you got to say hi back to Audrey.
Yes, you have to say hi back, Vince.
Audrey. Yes, that's rude of you, Vince.
Hi, Vince. Vince is part of the gang.
I was going to say he might get home. He's going to kill me. You know what he's going to do? He's going to sick the 2 boys on me is what he's going to do.
Ah. Well, that's not such a bad sentence.
Oh my God.
Oh, my house was busy last night. My poor mother was so tired.
Oh.
Well, Maddox, I do that all the time. I will call Maddox PJ.
Oh,
It's
geez.
like mini me, okay? So Maddox was there and Emmy was there. Well, there's only 6 months difference between the two of them, okay? Maddox is only about 6 months older than Emmy. And Emmy and him are just like, they got so much energy. And, you know, made my poor mother tired just watching, just watching. And of course, my mother's got a little dog. My mom and dad have it's called a Chiweenie. It's a cross between a dachshund and a Chihuahua. And her name is Tootsie because she looks like a little, when they got her, she looked like a little Tootsie Roll. So,
appropriate name.
Yes, her name is Tootsie. And of course, the kids just love little, you know, because it's their size. And they can, well, this poor dog's not used to having kids. You know, my parents live in Florida and there's no kids around there. So the poor dog's going, Of course, Tootsie's a little uptight anyway because she's a little dog, but having the kids wanting to hold her and kiss her and call her George, and
That's a good thing they don't dress her up and put her in a carriage.
I think they would let her. They would if we let them, especially Emmy. I've got to tell you, Emmy is just. I've never been so happy to make a little girl happy in my life. I'm sure I told you the story, but I'll tell you again. At Christmas time, we were looking for gifts for the kids. And we knew what we were getting for Abby. Abby is going to be 9 or 10. 9 or 10, anyhow. And of course, Libby was expecting. So we got her an American Girl baby doll with blue eyes and red hair. Okay, so that she would have her own baby and, you know,
nice.
So, you know, help the transition along. Actually, Abby is 9 because she's the exact, now that I think about it, she's the exact same age I was when my little sister was born. So, we got her the baby doll and a crib.
Yeah.
And we said to Vicky, do you think Emmy would like one? She says, oh no, she doesn't play with dolls. Like, okay, so we found something else. So we all got together after the holidays because things were so hectic and weather and whatnot. So we got together in January after the holidays and we did Christmas. And Emmy was there and she watched Abby open her present and she got her presents and, you know, and all of a sudden afterwards, Emmy's playing with this doll. Loving this doll. And I forget how the subject came up, but Larry had said to her, you really like that doll, don't you? And she says, yeah, I do. He says, well, I'll get you one. Well, he had forgot he had said that. So her birthday came around. Her birthday is the end of May. So for her birthday, we got her the exact same baby doll.
Oh, that's nice.
So we didn't do the crib. We just got the baby doll, right? So we had it all wrapped up. It was in a nice big box. And they came over and we had a birthday party and cake and whatnot. And she kept the eye in the box and eye in the box. Couldn't wait to get her hands on the box. So she opened it up and she just, you know, tear the box up. I was so hoping this was what it was.
I love it when you get a gift like that.
And Larry says, well, why were you hoping that's what it was? She said, because you promised you'd get me one. Oh. She says, did it happen to come with the crib too?
Oh, geez. Oh.
And Larry says to her, do you want the crib? And she goes, 3 days later, the crib arrived at her house.
Oh, that's nice.
That doll goes everywhere. I kid you not. It went camping. It came to my house. And it doesn't come just the doll. The crib comes too. So the crib went camping and the doll went camping. It goes to the soccer games. It comes to my house. She goes nowhere without this doll.
So now you know what to get her for Christmas.
Doll clothes.
Doll clothes and what other stuff to go with the doll.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love getting
And
gifts like that.
and Vicky was flabbergasted. And I said, well, think about it, Vic. I didn't think about it until recently. I said, her sisters are older. Ava and Ella are, Ella, I think, just turned 13. And Ava's birthday is the end of this week. I think it's the same day as yours.
Oh.
And she's going to be 12.
Oh, close enough.
So Emmy never saw the girls playing with dolls.
Oh, good
They
point.
didn't play with dolls when Emmy was a little girl. So we figure, she saw Abby, who's just a couple of years older than her, playing with a doll. And it's like, oh, this is okay. This is cool. And, so now she plays with the dolls all the time.
Nice.
So it's like, excellent.
Yeah.
So that's the story of the doll. So it warms my heart. It just warms my heart that she was so happy with that doll. So anyhow, oh, look at this. Hi, Audrey. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Audrey, a blanket? Yes. Audrey, Vince said hi. Oh, Vince, you made her day. Oh. All right. So we talked about that. Our Facebook followers are up to over 1,000.
Oh,
our Facebook followers are over 1,000. Actually, I think they're approaching 1,150, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't looked at it in a couple days. I think it's approaching 1,150.
We're popular on Facebook.
On Facebook, we're good, and we're still in the low 100s,
but we're up
on YouTube. But I think the more videos I get put in, which I'm planning on getting more put in, slowly but surely, I'm getting there. And Audrey says, always makes me smile. Good. We're happy.
Oh, you get to do your whip go.
Oh, yes, the whip go. Now, I didn't bring the whip go with me that I was working on because it's at home and it needs my concentration. But I have been working on the stocking.
Oh, tell them the numbers first.
Oh, yeah, thank you. The whip go numbers for July are number 18 and number 20. So, Karen, no number 11. She asked us not to do number 11 again. It didn't go up. So, my 18 is a snowman scissor fob that I'm designing. So I didn't get any work on that done the first week in July. I may try and get some work on that done this week. But I did work on the stocking. So I'm making a little more progress because I have to concentrate. I already made a mistake in it, and I'm just absorbing the mistake. I added an extra stitch somewhere.
Oh.
So I'm just adding an extra stitch.
Easy to do.
I'm not ripping out. There's too much work already done on the sucker. I'm not ripping it out.
And you know what? I find that majority of the time when it's just one stitch.
Mm-hmm. And as long as you work it in.
And you're the only one that's ever going to know. And then after a while,
he's just thrilled. Forget. He's just thrilled that it's done. And as long I just got to get it done because I was informed that I have 2 more I have to do.
Oh yeah,
and they will not be Stony Creek.
I told you
they will not be Stony Creek. Actually, I have more than 2. I have my family is grown. I have 4 more grandchildren. So anyhow, I'm gonna have to. So I've got 6 more to do. So I have to get this one done before I start any others, but they will be different. So the whip goes. So I was working on that.
I don't do whip go.
And let's see, what's this? Thank goodness. Oh, I'm so happy you're good with the numbers this month. That's great. And what's the next? Oh, whip go for July is a bust. 80 sewing boxes taken over. Yes, that comes up on Saturday.
Yeah.
The finishing class for Auntie Sewing Box is this Saturday from 1 to 3. Just bring what you have, okay? I can do an extra class somewhere along the way to help you finish. Or if you wanted to bring it in on a Saturday ornament finishing day,
Oh, yeah.
you could come in on that day and, and I can help you with that. It's $15 to come in on that day. So you can come in and, I can help you with that. It's fine. So just bring what you have. We'll work on what you have. Okay. And it'll all be good. Don't stress.
Yeah.
Okay. This is supposed to be fun and
fun.
enjoyable. Don't stress about it. I'm the only one that's allowed to stress because I have to get models done. Oh, speaking of models. Speaking of models.
I did some models.
So
for the shop.
We've transitioned into, let's go.
I have finishes. Okay. I did, I don't know if you noticed at the register, there's little kits.
Little cross stitch kits that feature a pattern and a button in them.
Okay. First one. First one. I did it.
We got to get some more of this fabric.
Yes.
Well, we're getting some more of this fabric anyway, but this is wonderful for winter.
Do it as a pillow, do it as an ornament, do it as whatever. But if you'll notice, this is 16 count
Ada,
yes.
Fabric flare, snow.
Right, which I
will be getting some of that in.
Love it. And he came out and he was, I think it took me, I started it late, like at 8 at night, and then I finished it the next morning. And he's a relatively easy stitch. The only thing that's time consuming is the fill in here. But we're so used to doing fill in that it didn't, but I did it again.
I hate working with white. Let me just tell you, that's one thing I learned with the two models I'm going to show you. I hate working with white. I'm just telling you, I hate it.
But this one,
these are cute.
Oh my God. This, I had so much fun. I think you got to do it in twos.
Yeah, we'll do it this way. So there's that one.
H is for Halloween.
And then this one is
I love that one. Greta. She's adorable. She does French knots.
Frankie.
Which I really, really like him.
And Vince.
And actually, Terry had a really good suggestion. You can do it any way you want. I used my leftover. I have a little bin I keep just little strands of little bits of threads. He, I think, was a light purple face, and I kind of didn't like that idea. So I bought one of the packages that you have already packaged up, skin tones.
Oh, yeah.
So I took one of this color out of that package, but you had a really good idea. Backstitch the white around it. It's just vampires to me just are pasty white.
Yeah, they're supposed to be anyway.
And so that's why I did him just a little bit different. But this one, Frankie and Greta. The only thing is I changed Greta up. At the end of her hair are French knots. And then I thought beads. And then when I did the bead, I want to say, you know what it reminded me of? Medusa with the snakes. That's what it reminded me of. And I didn't like it. So I just did her hair like that. And I liked it better that way. And I probably would have maybe put a buckle here on her hat. But now that I think about it. But Greta, this is cute. The H for Halloween is really cute. But Greta, Frankie, and the vampire are Vince are my absolute favorites.
Yeah.
And I just did this on a piece of 14 count. And they're a fast stitch.
They are a fast stitch.
But they're cute.
Look at this. We have a consensus that many people are going to need an extra class.
I did it 2 days. And I couldn't keep up with all the other stuff that I had to do that I just said, you know what, this is going to be something. Now, I now have 6 whip.
We're pulling her in the whip go.
I'm telling you, I've got 6 now because Auntie's sewing box is now one of them.
Well, now I've got another one for you.
I'll take one.
All right.
Get it?
So this one is called, you've seen us working on this. This one is called Winter in a Box by New York Dreamer. And this is the finish for the box. It's this beautiful, it's a paper mache box that we painted. And it comes with a dome, a plastic dome on the top. Now, this is the called for colors and fabric. It's country mocha, 32 count. It's up on the website for ordering. You have 2 options. If you don't work on linen, you can do Aida, but you have to do it in 18 count for this one because I can't get vintage country mocha in 16 count. Then we did an alternate, and look at this one. No.
Oh, you at the top?
Look at the top. Now, I did this one. Diana did this one.
Oh,
okay. Show her the box. The inside box is lined with
fabric.
And then show them the outside.
This is the outside. There's the car. There's the reindeers. There's the flying. I call these the flying trees.
The flying trees, yeah. But we figured out a way that if you don't want them to look like flying trees, if you put a couple of stitches of white so it looks like a hill, you could get away with it.
Yep.
We didn't want to do it. We wanted to get the models finished.
Yeah.
We wanted the models finished so you can see them. Because these are, you have until
August. Oh.
No. They're going to be ready to distribute the first weekend in August. We need to know by August 20, I think it's August 29th. You need to place your order so that we have, because we got to put the kits together. Okay. We have to put the kits together, and the kits come this way. Okay. It comes with everything you need to complete the kit. Okay. All the trims, the painted box, all the threads, and some of these are Weeks Dye Works and some of them are Sullivan's, and the lining for the inside, the comic board for the insert here, along with a piece of batting, and like I said, all the trim stuff. Okay. You have your choice of the vintage country mocha in 32 or 18 count. And then you have your choice, which I think if I had seen this before I had started this one, I would never have done this one. But this is done on fabric flare snow on 16 count Aida, and I can get it in linen. So I need to know no later than the 29th because I have to contact and get all the supplies. So, and they need to be ready for the following Saturday.
And so I will say this, compared to this is a super, I thought it was a really easy.
It wasn't hard.
It was not hard at all. I mean, I
also took a little liberty with mine. Now, originally, the pattern does not call for the bow on the front. It calls for it to be stitched. I chose to actually put a bow. It also does not call for beads. And I put beads on my, in a different distribution on my wreath. And I also put a bead for the candlelight in the lamps. I also took some liberties with the, with Prancer and Dancer. I actually made what looks like a wreath hanging around their neck with a couple of berries, which are beads. And it was very easy. And then the top, I made Rudolph with his bow and his red nose, which is a bead. Okay, so there's different things you can do. You know, you can do it any way you want. You can follow the pattern, or you can do it the way we did it. And I will do the finishing class for this at the end of September. And the class is separate. I had several inquiries about that. It was confusing. The kit itself, I believe, is listed for $69, if I remember correctly. It's on the website.
Oh, the whole thing.
Not
just the pattern.
It's the entire kit,
the whole kit,
which comes with your pattern, all the stuff for the trim, the little feet for the bottom, the painted box, everything comes together for $69.
Yes.
Okay. The class is separate. Okay. The class is, what did we have the class? If you register early, you get it. You actually get, you save 10%, $10. I forget exactly how we did it, but there's a savings if you register early. And if you register early for the class, there's also a savings. If you wait till the last minute, it costs a little more, like anything else. You know, if you wait till the last minute, it is what it is. And some people need that time. Let's see. Looking for the extra class, adorable. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Actually, Paula, when I was stitching them, I thought of you because they're super easy. They're super fast. It's just, I like to outline first when I do something.
Mm-hmm.
And once you outline, there's not a lot of 5 stitches in one color, 2 stitches in it. Very little of that. Most of it is fill-in, which is, it makes it fun for me. I mean, it was easy. I sat and watched, I think he watched the baseball game, and I can stitch and not pay attention unless he screams at the TV.
Yeah.
And then I look up and say, oh, what's going on? And then, but other than that, it's like I said, if I can do it, and I'm a slow stitcher, if I can do it in like one night, then, you know, a fast stitcher can do it lickety split. But they are fun. It's fun. I like to do a big stitch and a little stitch, because then I feel like I'm getting something done and I'm not stalling, because I still like to stitch one thing at a time.
Right.
I don't like to break it up and whatever, but I like when I come here Saturday, I find that I like to do something specific Saturday. And when I go to my daughters with the boys, when we take the boys.
You need something mindless to work on that you don't have to think too much about, because the boys interrupt.
And then that's a bag in itself. And I can just grab that bag and I can pick it up and I can go. The same thing. So then I can do but that's one of the things I did while we weren't here.
We've been collaborating, and we get very frustrated because we think of these wonderfully great ideas, and then she goes and watches Floss Tube and somebody else is doing it. How they found out what's in our head, I have no idea.
I'm like, oh my God.
I get a text from her. You gotta check this one out. You're not gonna believe it.
I mean, dear God. I was like, are you kidding?
It's like, how are they reading our minds?
I mean, when
you know what?
I don't want to blow the surprise.
Yeah, no, we won't blow the surprise.
All right.
Anyhow,
do the bag of the month?
Sure, do the bag of the month.
Bag of the month for you know-me's. Here you go. And
isn't that adorable?
We did a little zipper pull, and it's just a little star in the bag, just simple, not to take away. We did solids, but I wanted it a little bit bigger, just so you could see where the zipper is. So we just did a little bling bling for the zipper pull.
Our touch on Deb Walker's bags. We loved our Deb Walker bags.
I love this. Look at the insides. Isn't that pretty? And it's thick, which I like.
Yeah.
Very thick. It's pretty. I like the blue stars and the red. Very, very nice.
Next week we'll unveil what was in the mystery box. And let me tell you, the birthday celebration mystery box did much better than I had anticipated.
I'm telling you.
In fact, I have to run another list. I hope we've made enough, because put together enough. I may have to put a few more together, because I think we had some last minute ones come in, and luckily we made a couple extras, so I think we just are going to have enough. But so yeah, that's the bag of the month. And I got some new patterns in, and I think I showed you these, but we're going to have a class on how to make a drum. And this was a gift from my friend Peggy Whitlake down in Florida, and my friend Evelyn Nye, who occasionally does some model stitching for me, because they're just wonderful ladies. I cannot say.
Peggy and her husband are very, very nice.
They're so sweet.
They
I am
really
so
are.
lucky to have such wonderful people in my life. I have so many wonderful people. And she owns a shop down in Largo, Florida, called The Crafty Framer. And I send all my snowbirds down to her store. I go, when you're in Florida, go see Peggy. She'll take care of you.
And she'll remember you.
Oh, She will.
Remember.
She remembers.
She remembers.
But they had done these for a gift for me, and they sent them for our 3rd year anniversary. And I had been planning on doing a drum class, and I had told Peggy that I was going to do a drum class and a couple others. Well, she said, well, good. These will be your models. So this one it's the Itch to Stitch. The pattern is by October House. They have it made into a pillow. So I'm going to be doing, I just got this chart in, limited quantities, okay? But I got that chart in, and I'm going to be doing, we'll go over the calendar of the month, but we're going to be how to make a drum roll. So we'll be doing a class on that. And I'm going to make that. I have it all prepped up. I just didn't have the picture in yet. So I'll get the picture in today and make it live so you can sign up for your classes. Again, we're doing early bird specials. If you register early so we know how much stuff we need to have, you get a discount. So that's the drum class. The next class we're going to do is a flat fold class. Now, the one I'm going to be doing in class is actually in the back room. I've got all the stuff together, but this was a model they did for me. Wicked cute. Peggy finished it. Evelyn stitched it. The pattern is by Franny Ritter. It's in her fall series. And I'm going to teach you how to do the flat fold. So that's going to be a fun class. So I'll get this up and active so that you can get this ordered as well.
This one of these is coming home with me.
Now this one, I didn't grab the model, but I do have this one in. It's called Come Let Us Adore Him by Sweet Wings Studios. And Peggy and Evelyn did it up and finished it as a like a box finish. And I haven't scheduled that class yet. I may do that in like November or December, depending on what the schedule will allow. I'm running out of Saturdays, guys. I may have to start scheduling some on other days in the evening, because I've got so many wonderful, great ideas for you, and I'm running out of Saturdays. And to the point we're starting to split Saturdays in half so that we have a morning class and an afternoon class, because there's so many wonderful things that we want to work on. So, and we want to get everything in.
How cute would that be if you did it? I mean,
that would be cute as a flat fold.
That would. If you did, this is the model. I don't know if it shows up on the picture, but the model looks like it's
fabric flare.
Yes.
Do it on fabric flare.
I think Peggy, when she
Here, I'll grab it.
When she did the finishing on it, she did it in white. I believe it's white,
no,
but
it's a light blue.
Oh, it's a light blue. Even the light blue is pretty, but I will have to say, like an opalescent, very light blue.
See, it's a thin box. She's got little feet on the bottom. Okay. And I think it needs to be a little wider to fit the feet, or maybe it needs smaller feet. But isn't it adorable? And it's an easy finish. And I'm going to do a class on how to do one of these. So as you're stitching, keep these things in mind. As you're working on different projects, you can always bring your own. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to stitch on something and you're looking for a stitch and there's a class coming up, you don't have to buy our kit. You can just take the class, take something you want and do the class.
That's a perfect idea. That's a perfect idea to do with the flat fold.
I mean, as much as I would like to give you the kits.
Right. And the drum too.
If you've got stuff that you need finished, bring it in, and you can buy the kit separate and do it at a later date. You don't have to do the kit, although Auntie Sewing Box you kind of did. And the Winter in a Box, you kind of have to have the kit. But these other classes,
but that's the nice thing about the finishing days that we scheduled in.
Yeah, the ornament finishing days. I call it ornament finishing. You can bring whatever you want to finish.
Yeah, that's the nice thing. I know I do, like Auntie Sewing Box. I'm probably not going to go back to, I'm just not, I can't squeeze it in.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'll probably do is in January, I'll probably start stitching it again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got a bunch of other stuff that I'll show you in a minute. But, I get it's hard stitching, you go at your own pace, at your own convenience, and better than anybody else what you have to do and what you don't.
Look at this. The gnomies. I love you people. I love gnomes. They're so cute. And I like fairies too. I have fairy gardens.
Oh my God.
One in the house. I have one in the house. It sits on, I have a little a window box. It's a huge window box. It was a space that they boxed up and put a flat surface on the top of it that lifts up and down. Well, that's where I have my African violets. Love that window. It's a east facing window and they love that window. And I have a jungle of African violets. My mother's jealous. She says, I could never get African violets to grow. And it's like, I don't do anything. I give them a little water. They love and occasionally I have to transplant them. I don't really do anything to them. They just love that window. Well, I made a little fairy garden in a box, and I got little fairy garden things. And the kids, Maddox and Emmy and Abby, love to go and play with the little gnomes and the fairies. And I find stuff moved around all the time.
Got another one.
Paula loves gnomes. Hold on.
Tracy loves your gnomes.
Tracy loves the gnomes too. Yeah. Yep. And Tracy's got a birthday too?
Yes, actually, Tracy's birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
There's a bunch of us Tracy. This
Happy
week.
Birthday to you.
Actually, you start it and then I end it. Because
actually,
we're all in the week.
Doesn't Patty start it?
That's right. Patty starts it and Mickey ends it.
I think so.
Because Mickey's birthday's the end.
Yeah.
But you start it this week. You, Tracy, and I are all this week.
Yep.
Oh, got another one.
Yes, we're lucky to have you as friends too. We're so happy. Thanks, JR. Junior.
Oh, yes. That's what they call Vince because I have too many Vinces in my house.
Yes, Paula wants to do all the things too. Sarah. Late to the No, you're never late to a party. You just made a grand entrance. That's all, Sarah.
That's what I like to do.
Sarah, we're going to see her the end of the month. We'll get to that.
Last one. That's cute. That's a series.
Yes, that is from Cottage Garden Samplings. It's the Snowman Collector series because, I love snowman. So I know there's other people who like them. So I had to get them. This is called the Coachman. I thought he was really cute. I had to get him. And I love the mom and the little boy over in the field.
That's a really cute fall one.
The only one I didn't get for the collection here in the store was the clown.
Ooh,
'Cause I
no,
didn't like the
no,
clown.
no.
I didn't like the clown. I thought it was ugly. So, but I can get it if somebody wants it. So that's the nice thing about my store is, you know, if you want it, I can get it. And let's see, what else could we, Audrey, during the day? What during the day, Audrey? Oh, more classes? Well, I don't know that we could do classes during the day because quite a few people work. And so, but we can do a poll. How's that? I'll write that up. I will do a poll and you can, or maybe I can do a class during the day and offer the same class at night. We can have 2 offerings if that's convenient for you guys.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with your Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Your Wednesday night.
Wednesday nights is out because that's free stitching, and that's fun, and we're not getting rid of that.
Yeah.
Okay. But we may be able to look at doing Tuesday or Thursday or Friday. We'll look at doing something. Okay. We'll look into doing some time. Because we're running out of Saturdays and the holidays are coming, and you know, you're going to want to get things done for Christmas because you know what? It's coming. So you got to get started early. Paula says, oh, what's this? Oh, just move into the store. Yeah, you can. Yes, you. I'll find a way to fit cots in here. Or maybe I can rent next door constantly and I'll just charge you a fee to sleep over.
There you go.
What do we got? What is that? It's an emoji. Oh, birthday. A birthday cake. Happy birthday to all of us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to everyone. Happy birthday to us. Okay, next.
Do you want to see what I did when we were here on Wednesday? I brought and kitted it up. He's coming. I'm going to start him.
Excellent.
This guy's going to get done. What I decided to do was he is a big boy. Woof. He's a big one. I'm just going to do him, and I'm going to do him as a stand-up.
Oh, nice.
I thought he would be.
Nice.
What I did was the reason it took me so long to kit him up, and look how easy that is to read.
It's easy. Yes, it's an easy chart to read.
Can I just show them a little bit of this? Nah, better not. But he's really
do a quick glimpse.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to show you a fast turnaround how easy the chart is. Ready? Okay. And it's relatively easy. They're colored backing with the different, and the symbols are different. Sometimes the symbols are just like a little off and you can't figure it out. Like one of the things I did was it's a bar and 2 lines with a ball at the end. Well, the other thing is 2 is a bar and not just a straight line. And I was like, oh shoot. And both of them were red.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, did I mess that up with the wrong reds?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I was like, so I like this pattern.
That's one that you really don't need. You could just photocopy it the way it is for your working copy. I don't like to violate copyright or anything like that, but I also make a working copy for myself when I'm working so I can highlight so I know where I left off, because my brain is like Swiss cheese.
Not so much that, but like look at the colors here. That's hard for me. So I usually will.
And that's one that you wouldn't have to enlarge because
it's large now.
It's large enough that you could just have your working copy made so you can just.
Well, another thing with the working copy for me, when there are multiple pages, and this one is 4 pages, they give you that little ghost line, and the ghost line drives me a little nuts because I don't know where to start and how to match it up right.
Mm-hmm.
So I just fold it over, and I've got like a half a roll of tape on my patterns when I do them. But that I thought would be a good stand-up. This is Atomic Ranch, one of their colors. And I'm
In
telling
fact,
you,
I need to
feel
check
it.
with Mike today.
feel
It's
it.
soft. It's not stiff.
So, this is a little big. It's 14 count, and I wanted it a tad bit bigger because I wanted to do it as stand up, and I wasn't sure. So I got this, and it's pretty, and it's all different colors because I couldn't decide if I wanted to do it on this the
Ocean
green.
sand?
Yeah, but the picture has a lot of green in it, and I thought it would be too much. So I didn't do that. I have to finish kitting it up. I ran out of some of the colors. These are some of the colors. These are old. I went through my bins first to see what colors. These are the colors. Everything always has some form of black in it. I like this because there's bits and pieces in his hat that are this,
the gold,
which is nice. I use I big ring, and I still have more colors to go with this, but it's not like sparse with the color. It's chunks of color, which is nice, and that's what I like. So those are the colors for this. And when we did the pattern adoption, this was one of the patterns. Should I I'll take it out.
Take it out of the plastic bag.
Yeah. This is one of the patterns that I had gotten, and I really, really, really like it.
Okay.
Yeah. This one and that one. Oh, that's my list of colors. That is one of the ones that I originally grabbed in February at the pattern adoption.
I think those are adorable. I would love to have a set of those.
So I want to do these two also as a stand-up. And
on oatmeal.
Yes. This is, I have to say,
Fiddler Light.
Yeah.
I love Fiddler Light.
This. And it's this one. I
Back
think
before I discovered linen, I used to do everything on Fiddler Light.
I love it. I have bolts of this because I love it that much. This is an 18 count. Yeah, 18 count. And I'm thinking, I think I have 16. If I don't, I think you have it here in 16. So I might do it on 16.
If not, I can get it.
That's true. 16, because I think 18 is going to be just a tiny bit. I don't want them small. I want them maybe the size of two hands. So I want them to be so you can
good size.
Yeah. So I'm
almost
thinking,
like a doorstop.
Kind of, yeah. So I'm not sure. I love this material. I'm gonna do it on this material. It's just the count I'm not sure on, and that is all kitted up too. They're all kitted up.
Here's your next one. Here, give me I'll get them ready.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
This one I didn't get here. This is the only pattern that I didn't get here. And to be completely honest, when I got this pattern was before I knew that you were here. So this one I got at Stitcher's Paradise in Vegas when I went out to see my sister. And it's a Kathy Barrick, and it's Halloween on the Farm, which I thought was really cute. It was different. And I had seen, I believe I don't think it was a model I saw at Stitcher's Paradise, but I liked the colors of it. So what I did, and this is one of my ones that I got to pull out, and this one I'm going to finish because it's not a big one. I started it and then I got busy with other stuff and I just put it away. So this one's coming back out after I finish the Nutcracker. And I'm going to finish this. But this color, I just dyed it. It's pink and it's got a little bit of brown in it.
That's pretty.
Which I thought was cute. And I just thought, oh, sorry about the threads, guys. I just thought they were cute. It was something different. It's not your traditional Halloween, which I liked. And the pattern is it's big. And I always work with a working copy. This one, just because I just took it back out again, when you get the bag of the month, I always put one of these things on a floss ring, and I write on the back of my what I'm doing, the count, and all the information on it, that I dyed it, the whole 9 yards, any substitutions. And then if I frame it, I'm just going to stick this on the back of the frame. So when I put these in and say, I love these things, I do. I literally do love them. And that's it. Fun. And that's on 16 count. That's on 16 count. This was my Mother's Day gift from Vince. Vince had called Terri and asked Terri to pick out a pattern. And when I say I move things around, sometimes I even mess me up. I moved this around, and when I looked at this, I kept saying, is this new? Is this new? And Terri kept saying, no, it's not. I've had it here for a while. I looked at it 1,000 times and never paid attention to it. So I was like, oh, wow, I really like this. She remembered. So what she did was the material, it's just 14 count or 16?
I think that was 16.
16, yeah, because I like 16. She did the fabric. She did the just white. And then she did the floss and the pattern. And that's what Vince gave me for Mother's Day. So that's when I said Vince remembers. And then I just do my working copy. I always do a working copy because I don't want to ruin my patterns. And then, I did some model stitching for the Christmas tree, Teresa Colgate, for the shop. So this one I want to do for my daughter and my son's Christmas tree. What I did was the threads that I used for the other 2 or 3. Did I do 2 or 3 of them?
3, I think.
3. I just kept all the threads in one in this bin, the fabric, the document protector, and that's the threads, and then I'll do that. But that won't take me long to do. And I usually do these on opalescence. This one I got here, which I love. I'll take this out of the bag. I love this one. I got this one here, and I love it for this.
I like the sheep.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I love that. Yeah.
Of
course, I'm a sheep lover, so.
And then my sheets, because I did the cards before I did the floss drops, and then I'm just going to do it on a linen. So it's going to take me forever and a day. Twilight blue.
I actually have some of this.
Yes, you do. But I've had this thing for I don't know how long.
16 count linen. It's called Permin. Witchell puts it out. Permin linen.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think when I went to Stitcher's Paradise, when I went out to see my sister, is when I got this, because I've had this, and I got some gray and greens, odd colors.
And your last one.
And my last one. I have to say, I like Lucy Bean. Terri introduced me to her.
Becky Nolan.
When we went to market, and she is such a nice lady. She really is. Her and her husband are very, very nice. And I had bought a couple pieces. I think I bought her stockings.
I think so.
I did, because they were new releases at market. Her daughter also now does fabric, and her daughter, I noticed, is getting really popular with the different designers. So that's really nice. I like it when nice things happen to nice people. I really like it, and she really was a nice person. So I have a huge, I think I'm going to do it on, I didn't put
You didn't put the fabric in.
I have this color. When I dyed the other pink on the farm for Halloween, I did a bigger piece for this because I wanted to do it. I liked it on that, and I think I'm going to put this in my little sewing room. And those are the colors.
Those are pretty.
They are pretty colors.
Very pretty
And the
colors.
purples and stuff. This color,
Those were in your stash.
actually, you want to laugh? I had extra. This color here was when I dyed the pinks.
Oh, really? You dyed that yourself?
I dyed it myself.
Oh, that's cute. It's pretty.
And what it is can you see there's little bits of brown in it?
Yeah.
And I also did a yellow, and I did the same thing. It's got little bits. So I had just extra dye left. And then what I did was on a flat pan, I just got white thread, and it wasn't even good white thread either. It was cheapo. And then I figured if I ruin it, I ruin it. Who, it's easy. But I actually like it. And I did so much of this.
I've done a couple. I did an
it.
orange, and I did a pretty teal color.
But I used it all up. I used the and it didn't take any longer then. And then it, I just hurried up and did it.
June's fabric of the month came the end of June, and we got the pre-orders out already, I believe. So we have some left. It's called Ocean Sand.
The only thing we have to get is the what was it?
The Lugana.
That's
And
the only thing.
I'm just waiting for that shipment. It should be coming this week because I called him because we went through and the Lugana was missing. And so I called Mike and I said, Mike, I said, did I mess up the order, or did we forget to put this on, because I had ordered Lugana, a yard of Lugana in fat quarters. And he said, we had an extra set of Lugana and we couldn't figure out why he forgot to put it in. I said, yeah, that's mine. So he's sending that. And he was also sending it with the summer packs. So I should be getting that any day. But this is the June. Now, let me qualify in case people are not understanding. The fabric of the month comes to me at the end of the month for that month. So anyone who has automatic purchased, okay, I'm aware that you have purchased it, and when the fabric gets in, I will make sure that you get it. And it will go out as soon as it comes in. I think we did pre-order. And people put in their order and they put it in as soon as I got it up, and they didn't start sending it out until the end of May, is when we first started the club. So I don't get it until the end of the month. That's when they put it out. So people who ordered in March and April were wondering where their fabric was. So just so that you're aware, okay, when it comes in, if you are on an auto, the recharge system where you did the subscription, it will come to you, okay? As soon as I get it, it gets packaged up and sent out the door. And I did get extra. So this is a pretty, it's got some brown and a light bluish green. It's called Ocean Sand. I have 14, 16, 18, 32, 36, and the
Lugana.
32 Lugana's coming. So just so you're aware, that's in calendar of the month, or calendar review. Auntie Sewing Box is Saturday from 1 to 3. So bring what you got. We'll work with it, okay? The 22nd is the Erica Michael Zoom class, which I think there's one person from around here who is taking the class. Everybody else is from across the country. So I just need to be available to coordinate. I'm not taking the class, but I am hosting it. So I will be around the store that day. And then the 29th, it's only 3 weeks away.
God, that doesn't seem...
3 weeks.
I
3
know.
weeks. our one-day
Wow.
retreat, our birthday celebration. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. features lunch. We do have some seats still available. It's $90 for the day, and it, like I said, includes your lunch. And we have a trunk show coming. And we also have our guest designer, Sarah Wilbur from Sister Lou Stitches, coming. So that's exciting, and we're thrilled to have that. And at that time, we'll have information about the fall retreat, which is our 3-day retreat that we host the third weekend in October every year. And then in August, we should have the kits ready for distribution for the Winter in a Box, the New York Dreamer class. And then the 12th, August 12th, is the drum finish, how to finish a drum. That class is $25. So bring whatever you want. You don't have to, there's no kit. You just bring whatever you want to finish into a drum. And I will have a list. In fact, I will be working on administrative stuff today. I will have a list of things that you need to bring so that you can make a drum, so that you can pick out what you need. I could supply stuff, but everyone's project is going to be different. So I want you to finish it in a way that you want. Okay. So I will make a list of what you need. I will have stuff like scissors and glue and that kind of, whatever we need as far as that goes. But the class is $25 on the 12th. And then the 19th is just the ornament finishing day. So if you want to bring ornaments, if you want to bring your auntie sewing box, whatever you want to bring to work on, okay? The price of that has gone up to $20. And it's from 10:30 to 12:30. It can extend into the afternoon if you need it to. But that is the $20. And then the 26th, we have the Aunties Smalls finishing class. For those of you who might have done the smalls, you got all the stuff to do it in your kit. I'll be teaching you how to do that. That is also, I believe, $25 for that class. And then that will bring us to the end of August. And then in September, let's see, we have nothing booked for the 2nd yet. Okay, I think that's Labor Day weekend. And I think we purposely avoided Labor Day weekend because people are going to be trying to get kids back to school and get things finished up for the end of the summer, Labor Day parties, that kind of thing. The 9th, I will not be here because my niece is getting married. So I didn't host any classes that weekend. The following weekend, I'm having a how to make a mini quilt, and I'll have more information on that coming up.
Actually, what I was thinking was how cute would that be if you took one of these smalls, and then did them just like a little, made it a little bit bigger, and then just did it like a box, like a placemat or something you put on top of your table, like a table runner type thing.
You could do that.
If you did a bunch of them, because I think that's what I want to do. I may do some of these for me. And what I was thinking about doing is I have the summer ones that I had bought a while ago, the sunflower, the bee skip, and that. So what I was thinking was, like at the beginning of January, just do like the snowman and just do a couple of like those.
Instead of doing them in a frame, you could make a table runner.
And that's what I was thinking about doing.
And I can show you how to do a table runner.
And that's what I was thinking about doing with these. I'm going to put them together and do just a cute little table runner. I don't have to put away.
Yes, Mickey. I did have her come up and do a class. One of the first classes I hosted was Becky Nolan, and we did the tea box. She came, drove in a blinding rain to get there to do the class for us. It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed having her. Mickey says, I see Diana doing a dying class.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And Paula, yes, we're so excited about the birthday retreat.
Yes.
We cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. So yeah, that's the, with the mini quilt, you don't have to have a sewing machine, but if you do have a sewing machine, it just makes it a little quicker for you. But I can do a class on how to make these into a table runner or a pillow if you would like, if you have a sewing machine. If you don't have a sewing machine, I have a couple of older ones. They're not great, but I can show you how to stitch a straight line.
You know,
And that's all you need to do. You can, as long as you can stitch a straight line, you can do a simple finish. And I can show you, I can do a class on how to do a simple finish.
I do mine when I do my little pillows.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use my sewing machine to do them. I just stitch them with my fabric.
Yeah.
I just, it's faster for me and less frustrating for me to go through and then just stitch them by hand. It goes like a whiz to me. I just sit, watch TV, and do them.
This is the mini quilt class. Okay. Really easy. It's done all by hand. This is a pattern by Little House Needleworks. It features all 12 months. I have the pattern, and I've been working on different months. I have March. I have a couple others floating around here somewhere, but I did that one, and I made it into a little mini quilt so that I could put this on my counter. And the nice thing is you put an invisible sleeve on the back and you slide it off. You put the next one on. Okay. Great way to display one of your pieces. So we're going to do a little mini quilt class, and I'll show you how to put it together, all done by hand. Nothing drastic. Okay. And quick, easy finish. And in fact, this would be a wonderful if you left the month off and just did one for a season. So if you did 4 of them and got the scroll frame, what a great Christmas present for one of your loved ones to have just put on their counter or on the table in the living room, or
cute little decoration.
Take it to work and put it on your desk, so that you have something you could do one for winter, one for spring, one for fall, and one for summer, and just leave the month off.
How cute would it be? A great way to display your Prairie School Santas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I can get these in different sizes too. I got these because I specifically wanted them for this, but I can get them in different sizes too. And they're absolutely the most adorable things. And if you want to do that, you can do that. If you want to make it into a little, the other thing that's a real, of course, I wouldn't want to put coffee on my my stitching, but mug rugs.
Oh yeah,
mug rugs are a fun way, are a good way. If you did the stitch piece on one side and had a little piece over here where you could put your mug on, but then if you spilled the coffee, you would have to wash it, and you might not want to wash.
Depending on what kind of
mug rugs are good for quilting because you can throw it in the washer. It usually doesn't do anything, but that's a nice little finish, or you could do a little pillow or whatever. So that's the mini quilt class that will be coming up on September 16th. And then in the morning, we're having the ornament finishing class. So if you had a piece, you could come and spend the day with us. So you could do the finishing class in the morning and do the mini quilt class in the afternoon. The 23rd, I have the flat fold class. That's when we're going to do the how to make a flat fold. And then in the afternoon, I don't have the model done yet, but I'm working on it. How to stitch with waist canvas on a sweatshirt. I'm working on a model for the shop. It's really easy and so cute. And you guys are going to love. I can get the pattern. It's a pattern, a very simple pattern, but you can use any pattern to stitch on a sweatshirt. You're just using waste canvas, and the class will show you how to do that. And then the 30th of September is the New York Dreamer finish class, which will be in the afternoon. And in the morning, we're doing a Halloween button class. So we'll be working on Halloween buttons here in the here in the store. For, like the 4th of July, we're going to do Halloween ones. So that's July, August, and September. And we will entertain any other classes that you would like to do. But like I said, we are running out of Saturdays. And we already have some scheduled for October, November, and December. So it works. And if we want to do another class, then we're definitely going to have to branch out to another day or evening. Let's see. Oh, Paula. Yes, Paula, you took my mini quilt class a while ago. She was the only one who took it at the time. It was early on the store. She was one of the first ones to take one of my classes. And we did the mini quilt class, and that was a lot of fun. Oh, June's ready to finish. Excellent. Good deal. And let's, Mickey, back to the 80s with the waste canvas. Hey, what's old is new again. Okay.
Really?
And you just update it with the new floss. Yeah. And, what
and
a great
color. And colors.
And colors. I mean, the colors of sweatshirts now versus the colors we had available in the 80s are huge. Mm-hmm. And the other thing too is, you can do a lot with a sweatshirt. You don't necessarily have to have it be a pull over the head. I can show you how to make a jacket. How do you like them apples? So you could put something on the back of your sweatshirt and make a jacket out of it. So there's a lot of things you can do. And so I'm working on trying to get more and more classes in here of things that I think you would like, ways to finish, things to do with your stitching. So I think we're going to call it a day. And
come see us.
Come see us. We love to have company here in the store. And we will see you again next week here on our YouTube channel. So have a great week. Stay out of trouble. If you can't stay out of trouble, at least invite us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Oh, I like that one. That's
all right.
Good.
Bye-bye, guys.